everybody? It's your boy Brian from Brian's Custom Auto coming at you today with, I don't know if you can see it, but that's the 1966 Mercury Monterey. So we dragging it up and gonna do a little bit to it. As you can see on this prize piece, I've already got it up on the jack, and the reason being is because somehow right up in that little area right there, I don't know if you can see that or not, you know, that ring that goes around, that wasn't there until I cranked the car up. But yeah, it's just slightly in that area somewhere. Anyway, it's a really little, really small fuel leak. So we need to fix that so that way the fuel can get from there up to that thing. Now, that being said, you see I've got tools out here already so I can crank it from out here and all that jazz. And on these old Fords, you have a relay over here, and as long as you have like a power probe or whatever, you can simply go right here to that guy and push the positive button right there, and it'll start the engine. Now, we have to fix the fuel leak first, okay? Then we have to move down inside there because that water pump's leaking. And at some point, I want to move back over to this guy here because I don't think it's completely locked up. See if we can get this AC working on this car. Because outside of that, everything else inside this car works. Guys, it's got some of the smoothest power steering I have ever felt in my entire life. Oh, we got some visitors. Yeah, them guys there. Don't want them. And got some other cleanup to do on this nice freshly painted Craigslist rebuild engine. I don't know if you can see that right there. Yep, that's the worst. But for those of you who are new to the channel, let's show you what this is. This is my 1966 Mercury Monterey, okay? This car, although it looks rough by the paint, just overlook that. We're missing that vent right there. Overlook that because I got plans. But it's really not bad. It's got some really crappy Bondo work done on it in the past, so we're gonna fix that. Got one little spot right there of rust. Got to get a new trunk seal for it. Got to get a new rear glass seal for it because somebody duct taped it. Somebody filled this in over here with Bondo instead of trying to knock the dent out, and it's got some rust on it, but no worries, we're gonna fix that. And then we got another spot over here that we got to fix right down there. But guys, outside of that, that's it. The floorboards on this car, now this is weird, but the floorboards on this car are super solid. Matter of fact, they still have factory paint in them in this one. However, this rear one back here has weight reduction, okay? Now that might have been a factory option, you know, what they call a felony hole. So, and on a car like this, that's this big, and well, looking like Medea's automobile, except I think she had a Buick 225, a deuce and a quarter. But it has the felony hole. That's so you can drop your little stuff out going down the road so you don't get in trouble if you're into that kind of thing. Now, the plans are to clean this car, get it running right. It drives amazing. It really does. It's four-wheel drum brakes. But, it's power brakes from the factory. So get this, 1966 Mercury. Power brakes, AC, power steering, with the Merco-matic transmission, which I think is a C6. And guys, all the lights work. I know it looks rough. We're gonna clean it before we do anything else after I fix that fuel leak. But I think I've decided we're gonna go Alpine white on the roof, and maybe the same blue as my truck on the body. Maybe, I'm not real sure yet. Take a gander at that. You can see that out there. that color blue on the body. That might be a little too blue. I might want to go more silvery. I'm not real sure yet. But I want it to look good. So there's that. Now let's move to the inside. Beautiful bench seat. The carpet is shot, okay? But look at the dash. Dash is beautiful. The headliner, other than this spot right here and that little rip right there, the headliner is actually really good. The back package tray is decent. The back seat is great. There, you got one piece of that plastic over there flopping out. This side over here is solid. Door panels look great. And guys, on these old cars, when you're driving down the road and enjoying your drinks and stuff, let's not forget, you got your ashtray right there. Got the hand crank roll out windows. Smooth as butter, guys. Look at that. And what I love best about this car is, let's roll this back window down. Look at the chrome trim around the windows. Still beautiful. But when you roll your window down, now this ashtray is missing. I have to find one. But what attracted me to this car is it's a hard top. No post in there. Slim. Smoking's gonna kill you, bud. Anyway, so here's your good look at the inside of it. Not a bad car. Not a bad car. I picked this guy up here locally. Started running the history on it. And turns out it was bought new in Atlanta, Georgia. And shipped to Elizabethton, Tennessee. And it lived its entire life right here. And, even better, it was in a garage for the majority of those years. It was parked in 1993. And the previous owner, the guy that had it before that, I'm not real sure what happened. I'd love to know the real story. So if anybody on here, I can't even remember his name right now. I have to go back and look at the title because I've had this car for a while. But the man passed away. Okay. Simply put, the man passed away, and he was in the process of stripping the car down to, I guess he was going to paint it. He was a member of the Carter County Car Club. So I guess he was wanting this to be, you know, one of them big old beautiful cars for the car show down here. Now, I ain't gonna lie, ultimately that's my goal too. I want to take it to the car show down here and enjoy it and all that. But the big goal is to take this on Route 66 with my family. So that's what the plan is. So there it is. There's the 66 Mercury Monterey with the 410 big block. Yeah. And we're gonna get the fuel leak fixed, and then we'll wash it up today. But guys, I'm just going to be sprinkling this car in as we go because I still have to work on that truck bed, get it all sanded down and all that for the OBS Chevy. And I've got other jobs coming in that I have to do like at that moment. So, but we're going to sprinkle that Mercury in as we go. I know there's a couple people that's been waiting on this, and I wish I had the time and finances to be able to just dedicate working on that car. I can't. Not right now anyway. YouTube don't pay enough to do that for me because I don't have the watch hours or the subscriber count. It's growing. It's growing, and I'm glad of that. So, yeah, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. It went down a couple subscribers this morning, so everybody make sure you're still subscribed. We know they're notorious for just unsubscribing people. But that being said, we're going to jump right into it. All right, so it's off the jack stand now. No more leaking fuel. Let me see, did I leave the keys on? Now, hang on, let me put you on tripod. So where we're at right this second is I've worked on this carburetor some in the past, and when it had the bent push rods, and I kept trying to lean it out and all that to get it to run right. None of that worked because it wouldn't work with bent push rods naturally. So that being said, now sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit you. That being said, I need to throw all my tools all over the place. I've got to get in here and do some adjustments on this, and yeah, do my air fuel mixtures. So I need to turn those all the way in and then back out to turn in a half. So let me see if this screwdriver I've got in here will work. Because it's not exactly easy to get to both sides at all. All the way in with it. Let me move y'all to the other side, see if you can see this. See how this works. I've got y'all on my extendo tripod thing. Anyway, so this screw is all the way up in here. Yeah, gonna work real good as long as I keep hitting you with my head. Stupid head. Why's it gotta be so big? Okay, that's all the way in. So let's see. Just one turn there. And there's a half. Now, same thing on this side. Let me get a shorter screwdriver. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, I don't even know if you can see this on this side. I better turn that key off before I burn up that coil. So for those of you who don't know, yeah, that coil is getting warm. For those of you who don't know, who only mess with the new LS stuff, is on old cars like this, they have an external coil like this. If you turn your ignition on and leave it on, it will burn that up. That'll get really hot. It'll heat up the oil that's in it, and then you're in deep doo-doo. All right, that's all the way in, so let's go. There's one. Wait a minute. Well, I guess let's just start at one turn, because that's all I did on that other side. Great, now I gotta turn the key back on. Phew, it's a lot of back and forth on this job, guys. Let's see if I can back y'all out here a little bit. Yeah, somewhat. Hang on. All right, let's see where we're at here with just the one. Ow. does when I put it in gear. I'd say that is running like a top. So, that being said, let's see. Might want to blow the rat crap off of it and out of it and all that. And then we'll go from there. I guess we'll put the breather back on it and then blow all the rat turds off and out of here. I'll put this hammer back up where it goes, which is right there for right now. But yeah, we'll put the breather back on it, blow the rat turds off of it and all the leaves and stuff out of it, which is what this guy here is for. And yeah, then we'll start looking for the new water pump for it, so I can put that in. And then I'll worry about tightening that alternator belt a little bit more. But as of right now, guys, it runs really good. So next step, let's do that. We'll put breather on it, blow the rat turds off, and then we'll pressure wash it. A note for you guys is, who can tell me what this set of vents is for? Notice there's a set right here, and if you look real close, there's a set on the inside. Who can tell me what the actual purpose of them vents were? Leave that in the comments below. Now I'm going to put you guys on a tripod here in just a second. We're going to fire the pressure washer up and go ahead and knock all this gunk off of it. See if Slim can see out of it a little bit better. All right, guys, now that part's out of the way, I gotta dry my face off. That ain't from the pressure washer, I promise you that. It's about 100 degrees out there, and somehow my phone didn't overheat in the process. So, while we still have some summer days left, guys, make sure you're staying hydrated out there, okay? That's the most important thing. You gotta stay hydrated while you're working. Even though you're working with water and it's spraying, it still wasn't cool. But anyhow, we got it pressure washed now. I don't know what my next part on it is just yet, but I know for today I've got to stop on it and get back on the actual paying jobs. So that being said, guys, stay close. Stay close, because every week I'm going to be doing something to this car. Okay, that's my goal. That's my plan. Every week I'm going to be doing one thing to this car until it gets down to the paint job and all that, and then yeah, that's going to be a little bit more work. Tell me what your opinion on the colors. Okay, should I go with the same color blue as what my truck is, or something more, a little more silvery maybe? I definitely want to keep it blue because I don't want to change the interior. Okay, I want to keep the factory interior. Now I could go silver and keep the factory interior that way too. That's an option as well. So just give me an idea. Tell me what you think. Should I do it all one tone? Should I do it two-tone? I think the two-tone would look better in my opinion, but let me know. And see where we go next. Okay? I've got ideas, I've got plans, and I've got to get them in order and get them started. So, that being said, guys, thank you for watching this episode of getting the Mercury back running. And I'll see you in a day or two with a new video on this one. On the Mercury only. Okay? Alright, guys. Tell me what you think. See ya.